Firstly and foremost, let me start off by saying people that are overweight or are unhealthy, I don't think they should be mocked or ridiculed. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's productive. I don't think that's what a civilized society does. I will say, I think that there's this perceived notion that especially Americans don't want to be healthy. They say there's all this body positivity that promotes unhealthy lifestyles and morbid obesity. And there's a small section of radicals and unhealthy companies trying to promote you to continue to be unhealthy. But for the most part, Americans want to be healthy. Like Doggy, Americans are taking experimental weight loss drugs that could potentially increase their likelihood of getting cancer. They are risking cancer tomorrow to look good in a swimsuit today. People want to be healthy, but I just feel that, especially in America, there's a lot of opposing factors that will prevent people from being healthy. Now, one of those many factors is just how addictive unhealthy food is. Unhealthy food is highly addictive. And in my opinion, and I believe there's many studies backing me up on this, it can be just as addictive as any other substances, whether you're talking about your smack or your liquor, drugs and alcohol. It's a very, very addictive thing. Junk food is. And it can make it a problem when it comes to the health of many people. Another leading factor, in my opinion, is just how astronomically expensive healthy food is. In this country, eating healthy is just as much of a luxury as a pool is, okay? People are always telling other people, eat healthier, eat cleaner, but a lot of people, they just can't afford it, okay? There are people out there that are single, living on their own, that can't afford to eat healthy, let alone entire families. For most Americans, shopping at Whole Foods is just totally out of the question, okay? It's just not something most people can afford. And so I just think there's all these numerous factors that go into making it difficult for people to eat healthy, especially. And, there's even some factors that may prevent people from exercising and living an active life. And, and so I think it is a good thing when influencers, whether it's podcasters or YouTubers or whomever, whenever they use their platform to promote people and try to help people live healthy and active lives and eat cleanly. And that's always good. And, it's good to be passionate about health and fitness. But I feel that, like with anything, when somebody becomes passionate about something, they can become an untouched insufferable about it, okay? Like, I love movies. I hate other movie buffs because they're the most insufferable jerks on the planet. You have to watch this movie. You're not allowed to like this movie. If you say you like movies, then you have to watch all the films made by this director, and you can't say you like movies unless you watched his entire filmography. It's just insufferable. And so it's not really their fault, but it does happen with fitness influencers, and I think, they become insufferable, and then the advice becomes less helpful and more so demanding. Like, you have to eat this exact brand of granola. You can't eat this brand. You have to do this exact amount of exercise. You can't do that exact amount of exercise. It has to be this way, this way, this way, precisely. And I feel that doesn't help people be healthy. I feel it discourages them from being healthy. Like, for example, like you could tell, like, somebody that's really into health or in fitness or whatever, that, you could tell them, hey, I used to eat McDonald's for lunch every day, and I've cut that out. I'm making salads now. I went to the grocery store. I bought everything I needed. I've been making salads. I haven't been having McDonald's for lunch. And they'll be like, oh, well, that's great, but you're not using that bagged lettuce from the grocery store, are you? Well, Yeah, I mean, it's the most convenient thing. Yep, see, you don't want to do that. That bag lettuce they grow it with pesticides and anthrax, and they use the same kind of gas to grow that lettuce that they used to gas out troops out of trenches in World War I. So it's been known to increase cancers and actually increase weight gain. So it's not going to help you at all. Well, okay, I guess I'll stop using the bag lettuce then, and I'll just buy heads of lettuce and shred it myself. Well, you see, if you're going to use the shredded lettuce, you got to get this very specific brand, because, well, all those other brands, they use lard to grow their lettuce. They use lard, they use grease, and they deep fry it before they actually put it out on the shelves. And then at that point, you just say, never mind then, I guess I'll just eat a cheeseburger, because apparently, no matter how hard I try to eat healthy, everything I do is wrong. And that's the biggest problem. No matter what you try to do, no matter how healthy you try to be, it's wrong. Don't do this, eat this exact brand. Drink this exact kind of drink. Don't buy that. Buy this exact stuff. How about we just try to do the best with what we can, especially what we can afford, and just try to eat as healthy as that's realistic for us. Could we do that instead of demanding everybody lives by some sort of healthy living gospel and discourage people from being healthy? Could we do that, Jim Bros? Could we?